Hi everybody, this is and do another subscriber requested video requested by Jason Patanao, and he requested me top 5 favorite Ghidorah incarnations slash versions slash what else? What other word can I call it? There was this other word, but I completely forgot. But yeah, this was requested by Jason Patanao like 2 months ago. I forgot about his request. I think I forgot to write it down in the giant list paper, as I like to call it, which is a very generic name. But yeah, let's get started. So this is including Ghidorahs from the Rebirth of Mothra series, and yeah, basically. So that's that. And also, this is excluding Orochi, because Orochi is not exactly a Ghidorah. Orochi is not a Ghidorah, even though it looks really like Ghidorah, King Ghidorah. You know, because of the throbbing heads and just the mass of it seems like a different incarnation of King Ghidorah. Orochi is not included because its name is Orochi, and it doesn't have Ghidorah in the name. Plus, he doesn't have a Ghidorah-ish origin, so that's why it's not including Orochi. So let's get started. Number 5, Heisei King Ghidorah. Heisei King Ghidorah actually looks really awesome, and he appeared in the 1991 film Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. And as I already mentioned, the King Ghidorah suits and just the design looks marvelous. I really like the scales, also the heads look also really awesome. I believe the Heisei King Ghidorah is the biggest Godzilla monster, I believe. Maybe even Violante, maybe Destroyer, I'm not really sure, but I believe the Heisei King Ghidorah is the tallest Godzilla monster that Godzilla has ever faced before, I believe. I might be incorrect, but from what I know, it is the biggest. But anyways, yeah, he looks really cool. It also has that traditional roar. The GMK King Adora also looks pretty cool, but he didn't have that roar. He had this like different strange roar, which I prefer the Showa version. And what they did on the Heisei is that they used the Showa version, except they kind of modified it just a tiny bit, and it sounds really awesome, really epic. And this overall Heisei King Ghidorah 1991 is overall really awesome looking. So that's number 5. Number 4 is Mecha King Ghidorah, and he appeared in the same movie as 91 Ghidorah, Heisei King Ghidorah, whatever. And basically it's Heisei King Ghidorah times 2. Like, Heisei King Ghidorah appearing again is pretty awesome, but with like cyborg slash mechanic items or whatever in its like body. That's awesome. That's spectacular. I also really like the addition of that hand or whatever that comes out of his chest, and then it like wraps around Godzilla and then electrocutes him or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And plus, I think my favorite mechanical part of Mecha King Ghidorah is probably the wings, maybe the chest. The cyborg head looks really awesome as well. Looks pretty awe-inspiring. But I think I probably like the wings better because, I don't know, it just has this cool pattern. There's some Ghidorah to it, but there's also some metallic stuff in it too. And it just looks really awesome. And the wings actually kind of look like panels, which is actually pretty cool. And then the tip of the tail is also pretty nice addition, adding those cyborg-ish stuff in there. So that's number 4. Yeah, number 4. Number 3 is Kaiser Ghidorah from Godzilla Final Wars. Kaiser Ghidorah is the only Ghidorah with 4 legs that Godzilla has ever faced. There is also another Ghidorah. I'm not sure. I think there's 2 Ghidorahs, counting Kaiser Ghidorah with 4 legs. But Kaiser Ghidorah is the first that Godzilla ever fought with 4 legs, a 4-legged Ghidorah. And he's pretty awesome. The wings are kind of flimsy. They're like basically useless. He can't really fly with that because it's kind of like an ostrich. The ostrich have wings, but the body mass is too heavy and big that it can't really fly. So there's no point for the wings. Maybe for shade or something. But with Kaiser Ghidorah, the wings are just there because I don't know really why. Just for it can be a little more close resembling to the original Ghidorah or something. But the wings are kind of useless. But overall, I really like the blue highlights. It looks really awesome. I also really love the protrusions in its head. Because, all the Ghidorahs have these protrusions. you know, coming from the head. Like right now I'm looking at the Heisei King Ghidorah figure I have. Now he has all these like spiky round things or whatever in his head. But with Kaiser Ghidorah, it looks really awesome. It just looks an awesome looking design overall. Okay, so now let's head to number 2. Number 2, that being Gran Kingdora. Man, Gran Kingdora is probably Heisei Ghidorah times 10 or something, because Gran Kingdora just looks phenomenal. Oh my god, the design is really awesome. It also has this really evil face to it. Like there was a shot whenever the fairy moth or whatever like was flying by Gran Kingdora, and there was this like really close shots of one of Gran Kingdora's heads. I think it was all 3 of them. I'm not really sure. But it just looked really menacing looking with those red eyes. It just looks really awesome. Plus, it is ginormous, and man, it just looks fantastic. The gold or yellow color they added also looks really cool. You know, I can't like, Gran Kingdora basically all the positive words, almost all the positive words that exist in the whole entire planet. But anyways, that might be an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. So that's number 2. Number 1 is, some of you will already expect this already, if you know me, and that is Death Ghidorah. Now, why Death Ghidorah over Gran Kingdora and Kaiser Ghidorah, one of the favorites for most Ghidorah fans? I guess Heisei King Ghidorah too, but why? Well, because Death Ghidorah. First of all, the name sounds really awesome. Death Ghidorah, like, you're definitely gonna die if you're about to fight him off, or if he's attacking your area. And also the addition of the red. I really love the addition of the red. If they didn't add the red, it would look a little too bland looking. Just a black Adora is kind of lame. But with the hints of red in it, it's really awesome. Honestly, I prefer the flying form over the land form. The land form looks pretty cool, but it reminded me more like an Ultraman monster, which I'm not saying Ultraman monsters suck, but it doesn't really look too much like Ghidorah, and not as awesome as Ghidorah. But in flying mode, it looks really awesome, and yes, it does do a like an elephant noise or whatever, a dying elephant noise, or roar, excuse me, which is kind of odd, but still really awesome design. Just overall, man, he's just phenomenal. Plus, he's really, really strong. You know, he can open the Earth's crust, shoot all these beams, all that stuff. But I'm just concentrating on the design, and Death Ghidorah for me is definitely the top on my list because the design is really cool looking. So that's basically all for this video and for this request. This is requested by Jason Patanao. Please tell me down below what are your top 5 favorite Ghidorah designs, and again, this is not including Orochi, because if Orochi is included, he probably will be number 1, maybe even number 3. Number 1, it's either number 1, number 2, or number 3, I don't know. But anyways, that's basically all for this video. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. This is Kaiju signing out.